Hello, hello, everyone. You guys, I'm not going to be on long because I'm in the middle of cooking. I'm just making some quick tacos, nachos, and stuff. But I just saw the news where the stimulus negotiations were put off by Orange Face until after elections. Hey, allegedly, babe. Blazing, love Blake. Yeah, I just was about to change my lifetime, girl. Hey, Veronica, babe, Teresa. So I just came on real quick for those of you who haven't heard it. Um, what time you going live, Blazing? Hey, Fifi Boo. Hey, Natalia. I'm sorry, I'm hungry. He is trying to hold America hostage. He, y'all, this is bad. Okay, this is bad because elections is in a little less than a month. But this means that nothing is happening during the month of October. He basically, he's trying to blame it on and deflect and put it on Nancy Pelosi because she's not cooperating and coming down any lower. But the thing about it is the Republicans ain't trying to go no higher either. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, she came down from 3. Hey, Donna Boo. Did you see what his son Don Jr. said, that his father is acting erratic? No, I didn't see that. Oh, wow. Um, he basically is saying I'm just making some tacos. After he wins, this is his words, after he wins, then he's going to pass a huge stimulus. No, he is throwing out these promises. Here's the thing. If he could just approve a stimulus, why don't you just do it now? Right? Why do we have to wait until you're voted in for you to approve a huge stimulus? So, if he did win, say he did, guess what? The Republicans and Democrats still have to go and vote. They still have to go. So basically, they just threw out the HEROES Act 2.0. Okay. And that's that. So they threw out um, the Democrats' bill that they came up with, where they came down from 2.4 to 2.2, and that was down from, I think, 3.4 it was at first, and then down to 2.4, now down to 2.2. So my thing is, how are you going to promise some huge stimulus after you win when you can't? Because if that's the case, you would just do it now. You're already president. So you don't have to just win for you to put out some stimulus. You have to actually they still have to actually go into negotiations just like they are now. So that's a lie. Okay? And that's what I'm going to retweet. He know he going to lose. Sounds like voter fraud to me. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, he just wants people. Ooh, pico de gallo. Ooh, I wish I had some. Ooh, I ain't got no cilantro to make any. Those medications got his brain fuzzier than normal. Man, Trump mad that he was exposed, not paying taxes, not telling people earlier he knew about the virus, and now he has the virus. He taking it out on the people. Shift blame to Nancy. Yep, he's scared that he's going to lose. That's why he's doing. Yeah, because first he's promising. He's doing these executive orders, making promises that he can't follow through on, and he's putting stipulations on the executive orders, like, yeah, well, I'm gonna give you this, but after, if I win, then I'm going to forgive this. No, you're not. No, you're not. Everything he said is a lie, just like everything he said to get in office in the first place. Everything he said to get in office in the first place is a lie. All those farmers and all these people that voted for him, they voted for him because they thought that he was going to make some changes in this country that was going to be profitable for everyone. Okay? People, not only white collar, but blue collar, middle class, low income, all of these people thought that they were going to be included. And no, he's not including anybody. He's no. He don't care about none of this stuff. He don't care about no stimulus. All he cares about is getting his butt back in there. That's it. Hey, Chanel, babe. She good, Stacy. She all right. Hey, Dolly's house. Hey, babe. He's going to lose the Senate. The House is already the Dems. Can he be impeached again? He can be impeached again. Actually, Nancy had threatened to impeach him. She did threaten that, like, I want to say last month or so, and then and then they ended up coming back and negotiating and stuff like that on the stimulus. So she didn't follow through, and she let it go because she thought that they were gonna go ahead and get the stimulus passed. But that's another thing, making these idle threats. Boy, man, I threw all that meat out the pan. My bad. But she did that idle threat, and see, that's the thing, throwing around these idle threats and all of that mess. So y'all just now heard it, so I just wanted to come on and, hey, newbie, how you doing, boo? There's 20 of us in here. Thank y'all so much, everybody that liked the video. I appreciate it so much. Nah, me either, Chanel. Me either. They voted for him because they said he was a good businessman. America is not a business. Well, you know what, Veronica? Unfortunately, it has turned into that pretty much. I mean, it shouldn't be a business, but it pretty much is. And yeah, they did vote him in because he's a businessman, and they felt like, yeah, he was going to, he was going to be good for that. But no, because behind a good business deal, like anything else, you have to have the right intentions, and you have to it's all about your intent, and it's all about the end game and what you are trying to accomplish. And he never was trying to accomplish what was good for this country. He was only trying to accomplish what would be good for him. So, thank you, blank stare. Thank you. They kind of wore out now, girl. Master manipulator. He never had no intent to give us stimulus package. He took care of airlines, big business, and his buddies. Yep. Let me see. He crumbs the people for months with stimulus. Yep. If the American people come together and get him out of office and show him we don't want you in office, and when it's time for local voting, everyone needs to get out there and vote. And that's why I put that in the title, because people look at titles and then they don't watch the video. Everybody needs to vote. Okay? Y'all need to get out and vote. And like I said before, like the presidential election, it is important, but your local voting is even more important. Your voting for your Congress and your Senate. You know, these people that are in office for 30 and 40 years, 50 years. There's people that get voted into in the Congress and they're there for a lifetime. That's the most important. But yeah, you need to get out there and vote. You need to get out there and show that you have a voice, show that you give a fuck, okay? Because that's what it's all about. It's about showing up, okay? Stop he's trying to play around with the mailing and how people vote. You know, he's trying to cut out certain ways that people are able to vote, saying that they're mail-in votes. He's saying that that's fraud. You know, so people who can't get out there and vote, who don't have transportation, you guys do carpooling. You know, hey Maria, how you doing, babe? You have to get out there, do transportation. If you have a minivan or a vehicle that has multiple seating, offer to do some type of, you know, load up one day. If you're not working, be the driver all day. Just be there. Be available at your local libraries for older people, or you know, that need transportation back and forth to vote. You know, get your friends together, get everybody, you know.
Wow, blue dry my hair.
Huh?
Blue dry my hair now.
No, don't do nothing. You can get some coconut oil
What's that?
in the bathroom in there. I'm gonna finish cooking this meat real quick. But if you, and you know, I know it's Corona, it's COVID, being around strange people and stuff like that. Um, you know, so if you don't really want to put yourself at risk, or, you know, be in close proximity with people, then I mean, if you can, I don't even know, you guys, just do whatever you can do. Like, I don't know, you know, if you can donate like water and snacks and stuff like that to like the voting areas and stuff like that. Make it comfortable for people who may have to stand in long lines, you know. You know, I don't know, like if you have fold out chairs or lawn chairs, or, you know, I don't know, because they're trying to take away the mail-in voting, and now with it being less than 30 days away, you know, and the mail is so fucked up, you don't know if your vote is really going to get in. So I would really say in person is probably the best. Hey, Mitri, babe. But if you can't do it in person, you know, pay that extra money, so that you can get a tracking on your vote, so that you know it's been received. Um, oh, it's just a lot, y'all. It is just a lot. Sick of people around me saying my vote ain't going to count, and I'm saying everybody. See, here's the thing with that. That's so retarded. That is so retarded. My vote ain't gonna count anyway. Like, I'm just one person. No, but guess what? Just like pennies, them votes add up. Just like dollars, they add up. What you gonna do? Throw a dollar away? Like, oh well, that $1 ain't gonna mean nothing. But guess what? If you had that $1 to your 99, it made 100. You know, it adds up. It's not. They add up. Like, it can be so close. It can be 100,000 people difference. You know, it don't matter any difference. It could be your one difference, your one vote. You could be the difference. And who is the president? Like, you can do that. Thank you so much, Chanel. Thank you. Like, that is so ignorant for people to say. Just like your one vote may not count, guess what? Your one vote may be the one that made it go the other way also. You know? Because like anything else that's out here, there's always a comeback. There's always an opposite end to any situation. So just like you feel like your one vote ain't gonna matter, guess what? Your one vote could be what made the decision go the other way. You know, you don't know. You don't know until the numbers count. You know, you don't know. That's why they have first, second, and third place. Somebody. So if you just only had one person competing in the contest, Oh well, I ain't gonna win anyway. It's 5 people. I ain't gonna win any. There's first place. There's second place. There's third place. Like, you count. You count as a person. Your vote counts. You count. So if your vote don't count, does that mean you don't count in life? Does that mean you don't have a voice? Does that mean you just feel like whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen anyway? If so many people would have the opposite mindset and say, you know what, I'm gonna try to make it different this time. If people had that mindset, then the shit would be so fucking different in this world. It would be so freaking different in this world. Instead of thinking how you don't count or how stuff is just gonna go however it's gonna go anyway, guess what? With your thinking, with your thought process, with more and more people thinking like you, the right way, you could be the people that switch it around. You could be the reason why something finally changed. You know? That's how you gotta think. You gotta know that you matter. You gotta know that you have a voice. It's no better of a feeling knowing that, oh my God, I just made a difference. You know, educating yourself, being a part of something, showing up at meetings, showing up for things that are going on in your surroundings, in your community, being a part of a decision that's made in your neighborhood, being a part of something that was put together in your community. All of that. We sit up here, we talk about how so many things have been taken away. Programs have been taken away. Activities have been taken away. This is different. That's different. This is different. Well, if somebody would step up and put it back in place, if somebody would step up and say, hey, I still want music in schools. I still want gymnastics in elementary. Why don't we still go to the library for an hour? Why don't we still have Girl Scouts meetings after school? Why don't we still have basketball and sports in elementary? Why don't we still have recess? All of that. Why don't we still have tutoring? All of these things that have been taken out of schools as if it doesn't matter, and kids are just left to their phones or their TVs or YouTube or, no. These are the things that you should be voting for. Art, oh my God, art class. These are things, these should still be going around, down generations. Why isn't there money for these programs, for these teachers? Why is it just cut and dry, go to school from 8 to 3, 8 to 2:45, eat lunch, and boom, we out? Why? That's it? That's it? You're not supposed to have art this day, gym this day, music this day. You go outside and stretch your legs for recess. You have your Girl Scouts and your Boy Scouts, and you have tutoring, and no, there's nothing. And then if there's not money for it, all of these people out of work, why don't you put the program in? Why don't you volunteer? Your kid goes to this school, volunteer to tutor these kids. If 5 kids that need help in math, 5 kids that need help in reading. You have older kids in high school. Okay, these 2 days out the week, or this Saturday every other week, we going to the school and we gonna tutor this many kids. You ain't working, You're complaining about what's not going on in your neighborhood. You're complaining about what's been taken away. You're complaining about what's not available anymore. Like, things just don't happen on their own. See, here's the thing. The cycle has to still continue, but if there's nobody to continue it, it's gonna die. it's going to burn out. It's going to go away. The teachers that were still teaching when we were kids, most of them are gone. You know, principals, heads of schools, heads of board of educations, people that were making the rules back then, they gone. Now there's new people in there who don't give a fuck about nothing but fattening their pocket and figuring out and saving enough money so that they can cover bonuses. And they can have their perks and everything that they need to make their job doable for them. So they're going to take every extra piece of funding they can away and keep it for themselves. That's what those people care about. But there's somebody else that could step up. You know? Go to your parent-teacher meetings. You know, go to, keep involved in what's going on in the school. What is this for? What is that for? What pays for this? What pays for that? You're allowed to know that. It's public information. How that money is getting spent, it's public information. Okay? So, you know, all of that. You're allowed to know how much money is spent to police salary, how much your local officials make, what's paid over here, what's paid over here, what's charged for this, what runs this, what fuels that. Like, you're allowed to know all of that. So you can even figure out, like, why can't we have a stimulus? Like, damn, you get all this money to do this. Like, why don't we have better programs in our cities? Why aren't there more jobs? Why are our streets still raggedy? Why, you know, you have to ask these questions and be present, because it's about showing up. Face to face, be there, bam, right in their motherfucking face. Like, hello, like, what's going on with this, that, and the third? Y'all gotta vote. You have to vote because they don't want the kids to do anything but be on electronics and dumb them down. Really don't think he has COVID at all. Yeah, I don't know about that. That man has COVID and still refuses to wear a mask. Chanel, that's what I said earlier. He on TV. Yes, Teresa. Hey, 99, babe. He on TV talking and you ain't wearing no mask. Don't you got cameramen in there and who else? Who all them people in there with you and you ain't got on no mask and you got COVID and they in the room with you? The fuck? That's what I mean. And then they think everybody else is stupid. But we all dumb, right? Like, we just all dumb. Like, I may not got that much money, you know. I may not have what you have and live the lifestyle you live, but I'm not retarded, okay? Like, I'm just not. I'm not retarded. Oh, y'all. The 2020 census. Some people won't do it because they say that's just another way for the government to keep track of you. No, it's so they know what could be provided for your neighborhood and community. I'm telling you, that the census, the 2020 census, so many people are, yes, trying to, that's the way they keep track of you. You don't think they know where you live? Like, the government knows you, they know you exist, they know where you live, they know where you be, they know what you do. If they want to know that, they can know that, okay? But they need it in writing. They need you to actually fill it out. They need physical, you know, admission. Because yes, that allows them to, when they are figuring out what state, what city, what local government, what needs what in what area, you do get the right type of funding. You do get that. All you doing is shorting yourself. Because they're going to be like, oh, you know, you need $2 million for that. Why? When you only got this many families living there. Like, for what? And then then the families that fill it out, like, they already make enough. So what do you need this funding for when you have this amount of families and they make over the amount? So it's there for, because they need certain information for them to be able to figure out what's needed and how to disperse those monies when it's time to do so. And they do the census every so many years because things change. There's inflation. There's, you know, all these different things that change over decades, you know. So monies and programs and things that are needed and people and all of that kind of stuff. So they only do it so often, you know, but it's statistics, you know, and it essentially is going to help you. So, I mean, you'll go buy the newest iPhone that has all the shit hooked up in it that can track everything what you doing, but you don't want to fill out a form. What the fuck is that? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. In DC they doing school at home. That's my son last year. He wouldn't go to take his pictures. He wouldn't go take his pictures. Think about it, if he had COVID, he would put that mask on and how he leave after what, 3 days? Yeah. And that lady Nicole says she don't got it no more. She's tested positive. I mean, she's tested negative so many days in a row, and now she's supposed to be on self quarantine. And that's the lady who initially supposed to have given it to them. But how long did she work through it? Like how long? Because we just really found out that she had it. So where was she at all this time? Because they just had the debate. So how did they just have the debate and you're already negative and going into quarantine? How was you able to be up working the debate and you know what I'm saying? The timeline, it don't add up. It don't add up. So the census determines libraries, community centers, hospitals, schools. It's so important to complete it every 10 years. Yep, every 10 years. Yep, won't do the census, but got Alexa in your house. Girl, got smart TVs and all types of shit going on. Wi-Fi in your car and everything else. But you don't want to fill out the census. Okay, when you ain't got no libraries no more, you know, all of that stuff. All of those free things that you have that you can just walk into and you can just use their services, guess what? That's going to go away. Just like everything else that's pretty much went away. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, Blazing's getting ready to go live. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because I'm going to season my meat and stuff, do these couple dishes, and then I'm going to go twist my son's hair before I fix my nails. So I'm going to be in Blazing's live. Yep, you can do it online. You can also call a phone number. So yeah, you don't have to get up and go anywhere to do it. You can do it right there on that phone that they looking at your ass on anyway. Okay? So, yep. So you guys head over to Blazing's in a couple minutes. Yes, they are. Veronica. You haven't received anything? I know, I think I got mine. It was like a yellow card. It was a while back though, because they started doing it. I want to say it was first supposed to be starting like in February, I think. January or February, they was sending it out. And then everything with COVID and stuff, they kind of pushed it back. But it does still need to be sent out. And they are still taking the information. So yeah, y'all, I'm going to go. I love y'all so much. Thank you for everybody who hit the like button. Thank you so much, Chanel, for the super chat. Have an amazing day, y'all. I will definitely be watching on everything that's going on. Be lining up these tweets and stuff. Go to Twitter. That's where all the politicians want to talk their shit. Nothing has come. Wow. Oh, thank you so much, niece. There's the link right there. Thank you so much. So if anybody has not filled out the census, there is the link from Brittany. Thank you so much for doing that. Love you so much, Veronica. I hope all is well with everybody. I hope y'all have an amazing night. And I'll see y'all in the streets. If not, I will see y'all in the morning. Good night, y'all.